Hello and welcome back to Wolf vs. Ponies. I am Wolf, obviously, and it's been a while since I've posted a video lately. Sadly, I've been working on my other channel. I'll leave a link in the description below, and also put an annotation right here. So, the 100th episode just came out, aka Slice of Life. Pretty good episode actually, but there are some things I didn't like about it, sadly. If anything, this is both a review and a rant, I guess, although a rant is more aggressive. But yeah, this is sort of my first review. So, Slice of Life. First thing I have to cover, it was from the promo, Octavia speaking. That's a no-no for me. I do not like Kazumi Evans' voice for Octavia. I'm sorry to those who I might offend, but I just don't like Octavia's voice. Sadly, I mean, I like the fan voices, but I just don't like Kazumi Evans voicing her. So the episode opens off with Cranky and Matilda going over some sort of wedding problem. Love to know when that would have occurred at any other time in the story, but I guess just shoving it on us immediately for this episode is still good for the writers. Not really. And Derpy actually being in charge of this event is also sort of interesting to me, because I mean, when you take your first look at Derpy, who has actually now been renamed to Muffins. Yeah, Derpy Hooves does not exist anymore. Her name is Muffins, so I'm going to try to stick to that. If you check the credits, she's listed as Muffins. So yeah, Muffins was in charge of this event, and in order to try to give credit, or not credit, to try to console with Cranky, she tries to give him a muffin. Of course, that's her signature thing. I don't like that, I'm sorry guys. And then we later see her talking with some pony who she addresses as Doctor, who we then see as Dr. Hooves. I have not seen Doctor Who, so to any of these other things I talk about him, I'm sorry, it's mainly out of pure ignorance, because I don't know that much about Doctor Who. Once again, sorry if I offend anyone who likes Doctor Who or Dr. Hooves, but I just don't see anything about him. And then he talks to us about his time travel experience, obviously with another Doctor Who reference, and his British accent even furthers it. However, some things actually lead more to him being like Doc Brown when he says Great Stallion. It's supposed to be Great Scott, and I don't think Doctor Who ever said that. It's really a Doc Brown thing. But yeah. Hooves has been obsessed with science ever since he was small, or whatever. And, I mean, we later see in the episode as more things go wrong, such as a bugbear attacking, especially with Octavia speaking, which I still don't like, I'm sorry. But we also see the Drama Queen ponies come back, where every little thing they have to faint, even like that broken stem joke, because it was a flower. That was actually somewhat funny to me. But, I mean, yeah, main six are tasked with stopping this bugbear, and I don't really like that either, just to see them get shoved off screen for many times. And we later see Dr. Hooves, who's trying to get his suit to rarity, which apparently he forgot that there was a bugbear attacking. He later follows Vinyl, who leads him to this bowling alley that leads him to the sort of pseudo-Lebowski ponies, who are the bowlers, or whatever, the guys in the suits, pretty much. Their constant reference to man, it makes it seem more like they're on some sort of drug, like they're hippies, but they have fine tailored suits, so I don't know what's with that either. But then the joke that they do is what do you mean by this man you refer to, or whatever it was. It was something about man. I just don't like that they keep doing that. I mean, they've addressed the word hands before the movie, and to just keep recycling this, I don't think that it's not new anymore. It's just getting old and stale. One thing I have to take a point off of this is the equations for the physics when Dr. Hooves was analyzing the scenario of bowling. A lot of them were actually correct, like the equation for momentum, P equals mv. I'm actually glad that they got that stuff right, so they actually do check their facts, I guess. Another thing I have to take a point off is the Lyra and Bonbon relationship being canon. That was introduced. I was introduced to that in Rainbow Rocks, which I actually liked that movie, and I'm glad that they actually canonized the relationship between the two. But then it even goes even more, where it turns out that Bon Bon, who was voiced by Andrea Libman, kudos to Hugh Libman, and Lyra was actually voiced by Ashley Ball, to those who check the credits. But I liked the Agent Bon Bon / Agent Sweetie Drops thing that was going on. That was pretty funny. You can't see my face right now, but I'm actually smiling. Just remembering that. I mean, I liked that was so funny at all, especially all the relationship things that they said. I'll play a clip after this. But then later we see Matilda at the spa with that one pony who was sort of the organizer before Twilight, who disappears later. But we see Stephen Magnet, who turns out to be the serpent, who is very, very stereotypically homosexual, or just very, very feminine. Whichever one works, I guess. But then the other thing I don't like, and I don't know why this exists and why people put this as a thing, Vinyl Scratch and Octavia Melody living together and being in some sort of relationship. I said that in a previous video, who is Octavia Melody. I just don't see how they could ever be in this relationship. I mean, one of them never talks at all. So, I mean, unless she talks off screen, unless she talks off screen, then I could see that, but they could never really meet together. One is of a higher society, the other one stays in Ponyville with her wubs, as they're called, which is basically just dubstep. Another thing I have to talk about is their epic music clash. I'll put a video going on right here. It's pretty much music. They're making sweet music together. Yeah, if you guys get what that phrase is, kudos to you guys. And then the car thing, the vehicle that they're driving, I didn't really like that either. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of dubstep, so obviously I don't get it. I do have to, we see that Celestia and Luna are acting as sisters, as Dr. Wolf said in his video. But yeah, they're actually fighting as sisters and not as princesses, although their arguments were pretty weak to begin with. I mean, you'd think that one of them would get the gift, and Spike shows them up. And then we have Shining Armor and Princess Cadence at this wedding. And the thing I don't like is that Shining Armor is crying like a pussy, pretty much. Those are his only lines, so Andrew Francis, why did they even get you, other than just to do Shining Armor? But, yeah, I don't like that at all, because he is, super weak, and looks like Cadence is disappointed in her marriage. So, Cadence, hopefully you might divorce him soon. Yeah. I also don't like the shipping between Derpy Hooves and, Derpy Hooves, I guess. The shipping between Muffins and Dr. Hooves with his scarf that's obviously from Doctor Who. How do I look? Like a million bits. Yeah, that's so funny. I don't like that shipping. I'm sorry, people. I don't understand why that is a thing as well. Another thing I did like was the monologue that Gummy did. Lee Talker, good voice for Gummy. I really like that monologue because it's more of a sort of depressing one, actually, which, if you guys know me a bit, I actually tend to go to more darker things, which is why I Have to Find a Way song from Magical Mystery Cure. Then there was the Omniship right at the end of the episode, which, before I go into that, I like the part where Mayor Mare asks, is every pony here? And then Derpy closes the door on the main six. That was funny. And once again, I named her Derpy. Her name is Muffins. I have to get that through my head. All of us have to accept that. She is now Muffins. But yeah, I actually liked it. That was funny to see them get closed out. And then also, it was interesting to see when Mayor Mare was doing her big monologue. It was interesting to see Changeling inside Ponyville. Because, I mean, it's like you haven't seen them in a long time. So, I mean, to have this one come is actually somewhat interesting. So I'm glad you guys didn't forget about the Changelings riders. But yeah, this is like a total of 19 points I have against this. Oh, sorry, I didn't go to the Omniship. The Omniship right at the end with the "I love all of you" was what Twilight said. Love that because now it's canon, and a lot of people who were from the Omniship, you guys have succeeded in your ship. All the other ships have crashed now, although technically they're sub-ships, like rescue boats, if anything. But yeah, 19 points against this episode. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's good or bad because this is my first review, but if you guys like it, leave a comment in the description below. If you guys want to see me do reviews of other episodes or future episodes, I am open to do that as well. But, yeah, I will see all of you guys. Wait, why are you still here? What do you mean, why am I still here? You know why. We haven't debated about Celestia. We all know that she's obviously good, and I'm telling you that she isn't good. So, when will this become a video? Probably next week, I guess. But, yeah, when are you going to leave me, Wolf, from another universe? What do you mean? This is my universe. You're the one trespassing. What are you talking about? Anyways, we have been Wolf, and goodbye.